Out now from IFC Films, in theaters and video on demand, which is probably the easier way to see it currently, is a documentary entitled Dear Santa. And this is about Operation Santa, which has been going on for many, many years, many decades actually, in which people all over the country volunteer or companies sponsor people to answer kids' letters to Santa Claus, because Santa's very busy and he can't do it all himself. He can't fulfill all the requests himself. He has elves, he has helpers. And I believe a lot of the helpers refer to themselves in this film as elves. And it's basically you see snapshots of that Operation Santa in various cities around the country a couple of years ago. And it's somewhere in Arizona, Illinois, Michigan, and New York City. And it follows the people who receive the letters, the postal workers, the corporate sponsorships, the individuals, all of that, who put in a lot of hours every year to try to make kids and actually adults requests come true. I'm not going to say dreams, not going to say wishes, I'm just saying requests when feasible. And it's funny, it opens with We Need a Little Christmas, right this very minute, the song. And I'm watching this, a little while ago, and I'm like, boy, do we ever. This film, I thought, was wonderful. It really highlights the spirit of Christmas when you hear it. And I'm not talking about the South Park short. I'm talking about the idea of giving is better than receiving, and spreading a little cheer and trying to help your fellow man, woman, child, or adult when you can. That tends to get, highlighted around Christmas time. And I thought it was fascinating. I'd never heard of Operation Santa before. And it's just so many people coming together to just do good, to be selfless. And it profiles some of the individual people, how they get into doing it, how long they've been doing it, how it makes them feel, and a lot of just the mechanics of how this all works. Very interesting, very fascinating, very funny at times. You get a pro tip from a kid on how to recognize, because there are the department store Santas, and there's the Santa in commercials, and there's the real Santa. And they said, one little kid said, the way you know the real Santa is by his shoes, which I didn't know, so now I know going forward. That'll be helpful for me. It's just a wonderful documentary, and a lot of people don't dig on documentaries. They think they're boring or not interesting or whatever, and this is one of those documentaries that I think almost literally anybody could watch and enjoy, and almost at any age, because not that there's a kid watching this review, but let me just say to parents out there who might think about watching this documentary with their kid, the documentary doesn't tip the hand of the Santa Claus thing at all. It lets people know how it works and how Santa needs help, and he gets it from these kindly elves located all around the country. The film is not terribly long. I believe it's about an hour and a half, and it was breezy fun to me, but it was also pretty, touching and heartwarming, because you are seeing the stories of people who maybe might be having a hard time, and you do see people really going above and beyond to help folks out who are in need. And maybe have a box of Kleenex nearby. Maybe. I'm not saying I needed one, but I'm just saying, the voice might have gotten a little shaky while I was watching the film. Okay. So anyway, this film is out now. It is really wonderful. I had meant to review this before Christmas, but is there ever a time during the year when you couldn't use a little Christmas cheer? I mean, honestly, if you're watching this in January, if you're watching this in July, it's the kind of film that just makes you happy. It makes you happy for what you see in it, and to know that there are people out there doing this sort of thing, and that there are people out there receiving this sort of thing. So Dear Santa, available now in theaters and video on demand from IFC Films.